Hey everybody, what's going on? I'm John Vignacchi.
And I'm Allison Petrick.
And welcome to a brand new episode of Disney Infinity Toy Box TV, the official weekly webcast. This is your go-to destination for all the latest and greatest news from the world of Disney Infinity. We've got an awesome show for you guys this week. We're going to be counting down the winners of our latest challenge. Plus, we're going to have brand new blueprints and tips and tricks for the first version of Disney Infinity. And if that wasn't enough, we've got a sneak peek at a brand new character from the 2.0 edition of Disney Infinity. Let's start by sharing the winners of the Disney Infinity Obstacle Course Challenge. Look, you guys really made it happen with these amazing submissions. These featured all sorts of unexpected approaches to level design that really helped us look at the toy box in entirely new ways. There were traditional obstacle courses as well as those that utterly defied definition, but in a super cool way.
That's right, JV. They were filled with super impressive constructions, with a great application of physics rules, creativity toys, and much more. Let's take a look at what you guys created.
Yeah, sounds good, Allison. Let's do it.
Starting off this week's Crazy Obstacle Course themed Top 5 Countdown, in the number 5 position, we have Kronk's New Groove, created by Pirate Steven. This funky toy box challenges you to help Kronk discover his new groove as you display your smooth moves on Gizmo's challenging obstacle course.
And next up at number 4, we've got 10 Tough Trials number 2, created by none other than Finn Warrior. You may recall it several months ago, Finn Warrior created an award-winning toy box that took players to different settings in rapid succession for the Extreme Sports Challenge. But this is an all-new sequel to that toy box. The original was awesome, but this one really shows how far Finn Warrior has come in terms of honing his skills as a seasoned toy box artist. Get ready for an adventure filled with tons of variety. It'll take you so many places in just the span of a few minutes. The rules are the same as they were in the original version. Complete 10 trials in 10 minutes. Good luck, guys. This one's really going to put your hand-eye coordination to the test.
And sliding in at number 3, we have Emil's Bad Day, created by Vault of Villains. This charming top 5 winner is based on one of our favorite Disney Pixar films, Ratatouille, and it's the first winner that we have seen based on this theme. Emil's seemingly bottomless stomach has got him into trouble again. Help Remy's brother out of the sink and take him back to the colony. Nice work, Vault of Villains, and great job on the creativity and uniqueness on this one.
And nearly at the top in the number 2 position, we have Indy's Temple Run, created by Toy Box Master. Indiana Jones needs you to retrieve an artifact and risk life and limb doing so. This one's a time challenge, and you're going to need to maintain a cool head in order to make it through unscathed. Escape the caves in 5 minutes, and use the provided tools to help you along your way. This one made us feel really nostalgic. If this toy box doesn't inspire you to break out those Indiana Jones-inspired fedoras, we don't know what will.
And drumroll, please.
All right, Allison.
And the number 1 position for this week, for the best of the best worldwide, we have Ralph's Brickyard, created by Kevin B.
Yeah, Kevin! All right, guys, so check this one out. Ralph has made a super dangerous obstacle course in his brick pile, and you'll need to keep your cool to get through it. We're not gonna lie, this one is super challenging. In fact, the playthroughs even had our Toy Box TV team pulling their hair out trying to make it through.
But we finally did, and if there's a lesson here, it's that a little perseverance goes a long way. Be sure to write below or on the forums and tell us about your experience on this awesome toy box. Did you glide right through it, or did it require your A game to make it through? Great job, Kevin B. And that's it for our top 5 this week. Amazing submissions as always, guys.
Yeah, Ashley, hey, did you like my drum roll?
Yeah, mixing it up.
That's right. I think I could have a new career of sound effects or something. All right, actually, probably not, but it's time for your guys' next challenge, so let's roll right into it. This week, we want you guys to do something that has never been done before, kind of crazy inside of the toy box. What we want you guys to do is inspire a new classic that hasn't necessarily happened yet. What we want you guys to do is create a sequel to Toy Story. So what do you think? I mean, after the events of the last film, what would happen next in the Toy Story franchise? I mean, it'd be so super cool to see you guys use your imagination to come up with something new and crazy.
That's right, we want you to use the infinite possibilities of the toy box to tell us some news stories that might have taken place since the last Toy Story film. Bring Sheriff Woody and the rest of the gang on all new adventures that will show us facets of the Toy Story world that we never thought possible. We can't wait to see what you create, and we know that you are going to do a great service to the Toy Story body of storytelling with this one.
Be sure to make the guys at Pixar proud and make these submissions awesome, you guys.
And be sure to get them in by July 23rd at noon Pacific time if you want a chance to be counted among the Toy Box greats. All right, guys, it's time for trivia, and JV, you're up.
All right, guys, so for this week, since we're doing a Toy Story challenge, we thought it would only make sense to ask you guys a Toy Story question. So here goes. What is the name of Woody's trusty horse? Do you know, Might be a little bit difficult for you that aren't necessarily fans of Toy Story, but I expect to see a ton of comments on this one because we know everyone loves Toy Story. So what's the name of Woody's trusted horse? Write it in the comments or post it on the forums. Can't wait to see the response.
Well guys, it's time for another Disney Infinity 2.0 edition sneak peek, and this time we are really bringing the magic.
That's right, bust out the fairy wings and the magic wand. It's time to take an exclusive look at none other than Tinkerbell.
All right, JV, Tink's my fairy friend, so let me take this one.
All right.
She'll be available as a single figure, and she's really going to bring a lot to the toy box. She is just cute as can be, but don't let those delicate fairy good looks fool you into thinking that she can't hold her own. Tink has a very useful flying ability, which makes travel in the toy box so much easier and so much fun. She also possesses restorative fairy dust that can help bring comrades back to health in times of need.
We are proud to bring this classic Disney favorite to Disney Infinity Toy Box mode. Tinkerbell will be available in fall of 2014.
All right, guys, it's time for the social spotlight, and this week there's a ton of excitement for Tink and Stitch.
Hashtag let's do this.
On Twitter, Stefano says, I can't wait to play as Stitch. Thanks, it lets me know that you really care about the fans to give them what they want. Of course we're listening, and we want to hear what you want to see next, so leave it below in the comments. And @EverBiblio says, my favorite Disney character, so I'm very happy. And David Loving on Facebook says, Stitch is going to be awesome, can't wait to see his abilities. Stay tuned to Toy Box TV for a preview of Stitch in upcoming weeks. And back over on Twitter, @KylieNelson9 says, got Disney Infinity yesterday. I've been playing it since 7 yesterday to 6 in the morning. Now that is some dedication, girl. And over on Instagram, LV Ruben posted this photo. He says, look at Randall creeping in the background. That's what I call a hashtag photobomb.
Hey gamers, Charlie here. Today I'm going to show you what I made for the new Toy Story Challenge. For this challenge, I chose to make a toy box to test your skills with a Buzz Lightyear's jetpack. The trick to getting through this toy box is to understand how the jetpack works. While using the jetpack, you can only go horizontally or drop downward. However, you can use other forces to gain elevation. I used 2 different methods of gaining elevation with the jetpack in this toy box. The first thing I did was put in a few fans to lift the character. The tough thing about using the fans is that you have to reactivate your jetpack mid-air after you get lifted. The next thing I did to gain elevation was to take advantage of sloped terrain, in this case the canyon walls. You can jetpack right up them if you hit them at an angle. There are a few of these wall sections with different configurations, so get used to jetting up the walls. I themed this course using the Toy Story in Space customizations and used the Toy Story in Space Sky Dome to provide the lighting I wanted. Like most of my toy boxes, I opted to use lava blocks as my main obstacle. I do this because they don't take up much allocation, which means I can use a lot of them. Another fun thing about the jetpack is that if you go fast enough, the exploding mines can't blow you up if you fly over them, which is exactly what you have to do to make it to the end of this toy box. Alright, here's a little tip for using checkpoints. Checkpoints will set themselves automatically if the player walks over them, which means the player will respawn there if they are defeated. However, in my toy box I have a checkpoint set up in the middle of the lava, which makes it almost impossible to walk over and successfully set the checkpoint. So here's the tip. To make sure that the checkpoint is set for the player, I linked it to a volume box at the end of the tunnel that will set the checkpoint automatically, even if the player doesn't get close enough to set the checkpoint normally. This is also useful for setting a checkpoint in one location and respawning at a distant checkpoint. There you go, have fun!
All right, guys, so sadly that's it for this week's episode, but we will be back next week with a brand new episode of Disney Infinity Toy Box TV with even more sneak peeks at Disney Infinity Marvel Superheroes.
Meanwhile, keep jamming on those Toy Story toy boxes. They're due by July 23rd at noon Pacific time. And don't forget about the Movie Magic video contest. Yeah, it's your chance to win a trip to Toy Box Summit or a Captain America figure for Disney Infinity Marvel Superheroes.
That's awesome. Can I enter into that, Allison?
We'll talk later.
All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. We hope you guys have an awesome week. And remember, if you can dream it,
You can do it.